What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. As you can hear, I just woke up and I was news diving to collect some news, international as well as local and national news for the Treetop News, and I came across this article by Breitbart that stated that the new company that Fredo, aka Chris Cuomo, is working for, NewsNation. This is their YouTube channel right here. I don't know when they, let me see, when did they get started? Looks like they are brand spanking, well, not brand spanking new, but according to news networks, they are pretty new. They're 2020. They started in 2020. They haven't reached 1 million subscribers yet, but they're doing okay. No, they're doing pretty bad for a news network on YouTube. I guess they're not in a favor of the algorithm. But anyway, Cuomo had an interview with Kanye West. I watched the clip here and I said, oh no, I gotta watch the entire thing because this looks juicy, and I'm gonna respond to the entire interview. Now here they only got a snippet from it, like this is a 10-minute clip from a 20-minute interview. Actually, it's not 10 minutes. How many minutes is it? Oh yeah, it is 10 minutes. Okay, so it was a 10 minutes from a 20-minute interview, and I got hooked, so I wanted to watch the entire thing. But before I go into this, I want to express my disappointment in conservatives who are having a similar mindset of white liberals or liberals in general. The bigotry of low expectation just has to stop on our side, and I'm just calling to call you out for you to allow Kanye to get away with this again. Did you not learn anything from this train wreck that happened in 2018? I will leave this actual link to this video to refresh your memory, because apparently you must forgot about this. Ever since he made a fool of himself here in the White House in front of a dozen or more news journalists, in front of the president, Donald Trump. Guess what? Him and Donald Trump haven't seen each other since then. And you all forgot all the crazy things he has said. He was so unhinged. I don't understand. Why is it acceptable for a black man to act like this? But you know daggone well you would never accept white men or even a white woman to behave in this manner, to say the crazy things he said. Now, I remember I was on a live stream and I said, guys, I remember Kanye said that America was never great, and he remade the MAGA hat to say, and I couldn't understand what was the new slogan, and he says it here. The new slogan was not make America great again, because according to him and black folks that support him or talk to him, he says that black folks never considered America to be great, and I think that's a lie, because there's plenty of times America has been great. But he said stop saying make America great again and say make America great. And here is the clip. I found it. I actually sit here and watch half of this train wreck, and I came to the part of the video where he actually states that they have a problem with the slogan make America great again, and say, look, let's make America great. By giving black folks reparations, getting rid of the jail system, okay, and putting all the criminals into a camp where you get to work on your mental health by doing yoga and Pilates and meditations. Oh my God, I can't believe. Okay, here we go.
But best believe we are going to make America great. Now the thing is, another thing is black people have an issue with the word again, and I believe my feeling from that is because I'm going to go all the way Sigmund with it, because time is a minute. All we have is now, all we have is today. So the word again, it doesn't hurt us because of the idea of racism and slavery and different things. It hurts us because we need to focus on who we are now, today. I believe. So I actually brought some hats in that have a bit of a transition. I'm not trying to put you up there, spot a little bit. I made a hat that says "Make America Great." Just that. But
okay. So why is it that you all forget about this. And now when this fool comes back in and start talking about he's going to take Parler, go ahead and take Parler. It's basically just in my opinion, a dead platform that's just full of glowies. It has been doxed twice. Remember, let's not forget, okay? Hackers got into it and twice, and everybody's government ID, their passports, their driver's license, because remember, you cannot give a DM if you don't give your driver's license and you don't upload that information. That has all been doxed to a lot of liberals, in addition to the FBI. Let's not forget that the FBI were able to arrest a lot of people via their Parler platform, their Parler account. They was able to come to the homes of a lot of patriots, of a lot of conservatives, because you guys didn't listen to me when I say stay off of Parler. Just stay off of it. So I have to, before we get into the meat of the interview, I have to remind you guys, because you got a short memory of the trouble that Kanye bring along with Candace Owens. Yes. And I'm going to show you this too. Candace lied and said that Kanye was kicked off of JP Morgan Chase Bank because he was anti-Semitic. That was a lie. Okay. Straight up lie. Here's what she said. I'm going to read her tweet word for word. Earlier today, I learned that Kanye West was officially kicked out of JP Morgan Chase Bank. I was told there was no official reason given, but they sent this letter as well to confirm that he has until late November to find another place for the Yeezy empire to bank. That was a lie, okay? Come to find out, this is a video that was recorded back in September the 15th, okay, with a closing bell news network where Kanye, whatever we want to call himself, decided that he was going to leave Chase Bank because they did not appreciate him as a billionaire. They didn't refer to him as a billionaire. They don't like, I guess they didn't kiss his butt enough. So he decided that he's going to transfer his money from Chase to Bank of America, possibly. And he said that back last year. So this letter was just them confirming that, hey, based upon your request that you want to move your account, we're going to let you remove it. This was a month ago, way before he started coming out and forgetting to take his medication. Here is the receipts. Listen to this video.
For instance, like I'm moving my money from JP Morgan over to, Bank of America, possibly, because I go and move $140 million over to JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon never calls me. I found out Gene Ulrich is one of the heads on the board at Adidas and one of the heads of the board at JP Morgan. So if they're already treating you a certain way at Adidas, it doesn't matter how much money you move over there. They're going to treat you like they meet you. And
here, listen, I will leave a link to this too. This is on my account. This is on my Twitter account. I show the receipts, and I'm like, guys, why are y'all falling for this stupidity? I will also leave I will also leave links to how they're basically trying to show a new conservative alternative to PayPal. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not fall for these glowing platforms. It's a trap. Stay away from it. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into this interview. I haven't seen the first 10 minutes. So this is going to be news to me. New to me. Sorry, this is going to be new to me. And I haven't seen the last 5 minutes of this interview. So let's go ahead and watch it together. I'm going to stop it periodically and address anything that's being said. Here we go.
Let's discuss the relevance and the resonance with the man himself, Kanye West. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, but I want you guys to hear me and see me. Can you hear me and see me?
I can. I see you. You're in the back of a car. You got a hoodie and a hat on.
Okay, cool. I see the double. All right. You guys are supposed to be made aware to use my legal name, Ye. I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. I'm sure you guys didn't mean it as any disrespect.
Funny how you don't let anybody else make you call. You didn't make Tucker Carlson call you Ye. You don't make Candace call you Ye. All right. You don't make Trump call you Ye. But okay, that's fine. We can if you legally change your name to Ye, then Ye it is. But I'm gonna call you whatever I want to. I don't respect Kanye. I just want you guys to understand. I'm not taking debate like you guys did back in 2018, and you didn't learn your lesson, so now you're taking it again. Here it is in 2022.
But it needs on the Chiron, change my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you, why'd you change it? Just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really
nobody's forcing a black vote to talk about their finances and then oh God. See, once again, when he's not taking his medication or basically decided he wants to get back in politics, when he said he was getting out of politics, I got that tweet if you guys need that. That was a tweet that he had put on his own Twitter account back in 2018 again, where he said he's going to leave politics. Sorry. Kanye was a genius. I'm going to stop calling him a genius when it comes to arts because I listened to his entire Donda album and the album before that. He's lost his creativity. I don't know if it was the medication or not, but he's not a genius anymore. He's just an idiot. He's just somebody who's mentally unwell and he needs to be on his medication again. And I don't know what's going on with the fact that he refused to take it. And this is the episode we get right now.
The name West is a slave name, and I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
West is a slave name. Okay. West is a slave name. All right.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so let's go.
Who's your slave master, West? Huh? Who's your slave master? I love when these black people's like, oh, well, West is my slave man. Well. Who's the slave master? Who was your slave master that was named West? Make that make sense. Do you know your ancestral line? Do you have paperwork for this? Jeez, man. These people repeat other things they hear other black people say, and they don't even justify what they're saying.
Now, what's the questions we got?
So, first one is where you are. There is curiosity. You said that you're going to meet with the former president this week. Is that why you're traveling right now?
No, I'm actually going to meet with the CEO of Parler right now.
So that's real, that deal. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why do you want Parler?
Well, the CEO is just really incredible. Like what he's been able to do. Like even before.
What? Are you serious? Parler has terms of services that are twice as strict as Instagram and Twitter put together. It has been thrown offline several times. And in order for them to get back online, they had to get a new server because those dodo heads used the Amazon servers. And then they got kicked off of the Play Store for Google as well as Apple. And in order for them to come back, they got very, very, very strict and snitchy terms of service. Did you even do your homework into Parler? Jeez Louise.
We discussed me taking ownership of it. He was able to get it unbanned off of Google and off of Apple. So people had there were some people who worked in social media that hit my people immediately saying that the app was banned, but it wasn't the case. He actually had worked on.
Yeah, we know that. That was taken care of back in 2009. No, let me see. 2020. That was taken care of in 2000. No, hold on. Yeah. 2020. That's when that was taken care of. Oh my God, this guy is just so mad.
Removing the ban on it. And why would I remain in a place where I'm just tolerated? Why not go to a place where I'm celebrated? It's actually something Kid Rock just gave me a text about that. Go to places where you're celebrated, not where you're just tolerated. You know, I bring a lot of attention to these platforms, to Instagram and to Twitter, and they silo you. They shadow ban you. Everyone knows I was shadow banned on Instagram. People would go,
"You were not shadow banned. Stop the cap."
And say, "Hey, you know, he's running the algorithm," whatever term they use. And then I'd see on my Instagram that I had only reached 30 million people, and that's because Instagram is, was purchased.
I only reached 30 million people, so I'm shadow banned.
By Mark Zuckerberg, who, from what I can see, has a left agenda. So people are using their technology to silo any messaging that they don't agree with.
So couldn't it also be that you have said things that offend the community guidelines, like anti-Semitic comments and things that are seen as insensitive and potentially threatening to communities that we try to protect?
Well, I don't like the term anti-Semitic. It's been a term that's allowed people, specifically in my industry, to get away with murder sometimes, literally. You know, and
how? I don't understand how Cuomo don't basically make him justify what he says. You know what I'm saying? How do you get away with murder by saying, "Oh, that's anti-Semitic"? How does that work? I know there's a lot of ways of getting away with murder by saying, "Hey, that's racist. You can't say that about that person." I have seen a lot of people get away with a lot of crime by using the R word and as far as racism is concerned, the white supreme pizza, you know what I'm saying? I can't say the actual word because, you know, that's a AI flag. But, you know, there's a lot of words that you can't use against black people specifically, you know what I'm saying, based upon their actions that will basically just excuse and cuddle the criminal acts that are performed by them. But you're not going to talk about that, are you, Kanye?
Get away with robbing and doing bad people. People always say, "I got screwed on a deal." Would that become as a surprise to you if I said, "Hey, a music exec screwed someone on a deal"? Does that sound kind of like normal, commonplace to you? So for me,
it doesn't have anything to do with being anti-Semitic unless you believe that all record producers are Jewish, or, you know, it's when you talk about Jewish people specifically as targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also, so I actually can't.
So now you're Jewish? So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, so Kanye, I don't believe he was Christian anymore. He kept saying he was Christian. He believed in Christ and all this. And I told you guys, this man is demonic. And there's video clips on him on my Telegram where he said he has sold his soul to the devil. I told you Alex Jones and Mark Dice have actually featured them on videos, as well as Mark Dice's book, talking about how he has joined the Illuminati and sold his soul to the devil. And that's the reason why he has to sacrifice his mama. I'm like, we forgot all about that. I don't believe there's nothing Christian about this boy, but now I was right, because now he's Jewish. He's Jewish. He's part of the Black Hebrew. He's part of the Black Hebrew Israelites, and they are very racist against anyone except for blacks. And they're going around saying that they are Jewish. So I don't understand if this was said by, let's say, for instance, somebody I don't like Nick Fuentes. But if Nick Fuentes was to say something like that, would you guys embrace him? Really? You know what I'm saying? What about Richard Spencer? If he was to say something crazy like this, would you guys be like, "Oh my God, he's so bad"? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You would be appalled by it. You would be repelled by this. This is a thing like this. I'm just saying, the bigotry and lower expectations is on this side too, and you need to stop it.
Be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually, it's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't think that's a common understanding that
understand
black
that
people can say whatever they want about Jewish people.
Well, I'm willing to talk with inside the common understanding until we get the truth. The common understanding more oftentimes than that, nowadays, is not the truth. All right, so think about this. But let's just take a woman could have one bad man in her life that can make her dislike men. Mm-hmm. Let her have 2, let her have 3, let her have 4. There's got to be over 10 times that I've been screwed or bad business has been done.
What the hell? How did you go from? Wait a minute. What happened to your analogy? What happened to your hypothetical? How did you go from there was a woman, and let's say, for instance, she got screwed by a man, or 2, or 3, or 4. But let me tell you something about myself. Like, okay, what happened to that analogy? Let me see if this is what I'm saying. You guys are taking somebody who's mentally ill seriously. Really? He's just happened to be a billionaire who's mentally ill.
With me.
Hold on, let's rewind that for a second. Just so you guys all...
3, let her have 4. There's got to be over 10 times.
Hold on.
The common understanding more oftentimes than that, nowadays, is not the truth. All right, so think about this.
Here we go.
But let's just take a woman could have one bad man in her life that can make her dislike men. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let her have 2. Let her have 3. Let her have 4.
Okay.
There's got to be over 10 times that I've been screwed or bad business has been done with me just in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years alone. And what I'm doing, I'm calling...
And what happened to the analogy about the woman? See, hold on. Let me help this crazy man. Let's say if he said that if a woman has a bad experience with a man 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she's gonna possibly say that, all men are bad. But that analogy basically crushes you because you're trying to say all Jewish people are bad. If somebody gets robbed by a black man, they're going to say all black people are bad. You can't do that all. You can't sit up here. If you don't name the individual, then stop basically saying everybody. Stop being so broad. Gosh, man. And once again, I got to constantly remind you guys, Kanye don't deal with no one unless they're Jewish. You understand that? His manager is Jewish. His accountant is Jewish. His lawyer is Jewish. If you are not Jewish, he's not going to basically bring you on his team. But then again, you bring them on your team, but they're the bad guys? Really?
The Jewish community as a whole people say to me, oh, we grew up on Ye. And talk to your brothers. Ask them, why is Jay upset? Everybody, all they want to do is silence and shoot the messenger.
But you have to understand how...
Wait a second, you have to understand I'm not finished, sir.
You filibuster. And that's another thing, too. That's all he does is ramble, talk. He goes from one situation to another situation. So he stacks and he filibuster. And therefore, about time you get a word in edgewise, you basically got 5, 7, 8 points that you got to remember that he spoke on in the last 20 minutes. This man is, oh my God.
You already made a point that I need to deal with, but go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I don't mean to be rude on your show. Thank you for the platform.
You're not rude. You're crazy.
Everyone wants to shoot the messenger. And you look at how your point was going to start. You have to understand. But the thing is, the Jewish people that I'm talking about don't have to understand. And that is that privilege that I'm not going to allow.
Who? Name the Jew, Kanye. Name them. Who are they? Besides the one that you basically purposely pursue. This is dude, I swear to God, if there is a cabal, I hope they really destroy your career. But you're doing it all on your own, with your own money, basically. Ain't nobody hurt you but you. This is the lack of accountability just seems to go across the board with everybody in the community.
When I wore the White Lives Matter t-shirt, the Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows.
Okay, those 4 SoFi Stadium shows were not canceled by no Jewish media mafia. Listen, guys, if you ever talk to these conspiracy theorists, right, that always want to blame stuff on not the Illuminati, about the Jewish people, tell them to name them. They can't. That's why it's called a conspiracy theory. See, I can name people who have actually attacked me. I can actually name, when I say attack me, I mean come after me and my business. I can name people, okay, who have actually done things to other people. But to sit up here and make a boogeyman out of somebody is like, that's where you got to draw the line. I'm not saying for censorship, but I'm saying you gotta challenge him to say, name these people. Who are you talking about? Where can I find these people? Oh, you can't find them. They secret. See, that's why it's just the conspiracy theories where you of a lunatic. Because it's like, well, I should be able to know the people that are attacking me, right? We know who is in the WEF. We know who George Soros is, okay? We know who Biden is. We know who the Clintons are. We know who the Bushes are, all right? We know who's in charge of the FBI, and we know the FBI agents. See, we know these people. There's a name with a face to our identity of an actual human being. But when you start talking about the spooky cabal or the underground mafia, then that's somebody who can't be identified. And that's a figment of your own imagination and paranoia because you're not on medication.
Right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they call me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my
They're not
family.
Jews, and your wife is a ex-porn star.
When I get to see my kids and when I don't. And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep the crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire. We never talked about, even on this one right here, hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary, inventor. These are never used. If you go
You're
to
not an inventor.
New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever, they always say the rapper. The rapper.
You are a rapper.
Fashion designer.
You're a singer too.
I'm gonna give a pause so you can address what you want to address.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media cabal mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or
oh my God, I said the same thing. I
Okay?
said the same thing.
You may have had bad business dealings with people. It's about those people.
Yes.
It's not about their religion or
Yes,
faith.
exactly.
And I know that you are intelligent and understand.
Dude, I cannot believe you got me sitting here agreeing with crazy Fredo here. Are you serious?
And that when you target people because of their faith, other people may do so the same. They've been targeted before. They've been abused and killed because of what they believe and who.
Yep, so that's what's going on with Christians right now in Africa. There's a mass genocide of Christians, okay? Also, Christians are demonized here in America. So I don't understand this thing, right? So I guess because, Ye stopped being a Christian many years ago, he's going to start being a Hebrew Israelite and calling himself Jewish now. Okay, all right, got it.
They are. So we don't want to tolerate that. And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective. Over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys know each other. That's different
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews in some way, as opposed to just being businessmen. One plays to a prejudice. The other one just plays to people and an ugly business, which is what the record business is. So,
okay, so now
also, let's be clear, okay? Jewish, just like black people created certain type of musical genres, all right? Jewish people created and dominated certain entertainment. Deal with it. And white people created certain type of music, especially classical music. Deal with it. Oh my God. What's this? What, the Jews can't have this? Blacks can't have this? White can't have this? I mean, give me a break. But once again, I got to constantly remind you guys, Kanye if you ain't Jewish in the past, Kanye don't mess with you. Kanye don't pursue you. Kanye don't put you on his team. And he got that from Jay-Z, because Jay-Z became a billionaire first before Kanye.
Your feelings about it, just don't ascribe it to their faith.
Earlier, no, wait a second. You can't tell me what to do or feel, first of all.
I know, but I can tell you what is wrong about what you say.
No, you said that it's not a mob. Mob culture, here's the idea of a mob. People target...
Mafia. You said it was a mafia cabal. Dumb.
There's no term. Have you ever heard the term the white vote? Because there isn't a white vote, because white people can vote the way they want. Black people, we fought. My grandparents, my mother fought in civil rights. My grandfather drove the first march out of Oklahoma. My grandmother, my mother used to work for Jesse Jackson at Operation Push. My dad was a Black Panther. My family are freedom fighters, and we fought for the right to vote. You realize when I wore a red hat that my life was threatened?
I know.
By my Jewish managers, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant,
your lawyer
by my
and
Jewish
your accountant threatened your life
industry, no.
So why did you bring them up? Why did you say my life was threatened when I wore the Jewish hat? And then you go, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant, by my Jewish... I'm like, and then when Cuomo finally... This is what I'm saying, you guys gotta... This man is just rambling nonsense. And you gotta call him out. So once Cuomo said, your Jewish lawyer and accountant threatened you, and then he go, no. This is what I'm saying. We're listening to the ramblings of a lunatic.
Not specifically the accountant, but there were many people who threatened my life. Also, my family.
But they weren't Jewish, idiot. And by the way, when you wear a red hat, everybody get threatened. Okay, there's a lot of white people get threatened by Antifa. There's a lot of people who get threatened by liberals and blue-head feminists. Okay, they're not all Jews. Crimea River. Those of us who are into the political commentary, we get our lives threatened all the time. So what, dude? What does this have to do about the cabal you keep talking about?
Apart off of my political opinion because of my ex-wife's attachment to the Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting
Clintons are not
my
Jews.
ex-wife to push the vaccination. I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was there.
Vaccinations are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, not specifically the vaccinations, but period, that they're on Zoom calls during COVID with literally Biden and Kamala and Chris Paul and all kind of people, celebrities, John.
None of them are Jewish.
Legend, Chrissy Teigen, all these.
None of them are Jewish.
Same group of people that come and attack me for what they call wrong think groups, you know.
And look, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say what people want you to say, but you have to understand and accept what people will and won't tolerate.
I don't have to understand or accept because they're not willing to understand or accept. And that's the reason why I'm not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking.
Good. I want you to keep talking. I do. I want you to keep talking because I want you to go away eventually. I am so tired of these gullible conservatives. Keep biting your bait, Kanye. When Candace and you get together, it's never a good time. It's never a good thing. And it always ends in disaster. Always. So I don't want you to shut up. The more you keep talking, the more you're going to show that I've been right about you all along. You're just making me look good at this moment, daggone it.
What you say, it's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going DEFCON
Jewish
3 on
people
Jewish
own
people.
the black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
I'm coming from a place of love and a place of we're not going to be owned by the Jewish media anymore.
Who owns the who is we? Who is we? Are you saying that the Jewish media has papers on you? Are you saying that the Jewish media done enslaved you? You understand when they say owned, that means you have to be, you have to submit against your will, you dummy. You dummy. So how does the Jewish media own you? You guys gotta understand, this is no different than saying white people own black people. White people got that boot on the back of our neck. You as conservatives and right-wingers should never put up with this type of language.
You think about every celebrity,
Kanye.
if you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but you have to understand this idea of the Jewish media. That's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Look how immature he is. Why are you, oh my God. This man just went la, 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 because he's not allowed to keep rambling nonsense.
So every
God.
celebrity has Jewish people in their contract.
Because you allow them in your contract and you want them in your contract and you sign contracts with them. Oh my God, you personally don't want to pursue anybody but Jewish people. So how is it that you don't want anybody managing your money, managing your estate, to do your account, to basically manage your entire persona of who you are, to give you legal advice? You don't want them in your life for anything financially or legal wise if they're not Jewish. So if all you hire is Jewish lawyers, Jewish accountants, Jewish financiers, Jewish managers, and then you want to sit up here and blame the Jews, that makes you an idiot. That makes you dumb. And if you sit there and you get a contract that you say, I only want to sign a contract with a Jewish person, you can't play the victim here, you idiot. Just like nobody can sit up here and say, I want to work for the white man, and then say, oh, the white man is trying to be my master. Oh, the white man is trying to enslave me. The white man got his boot on the back of my neck. This victim mentality, it goes over and beyond. And I'm just so disgusted by, here we go again, deja vu. I'm actually getting PTSD from 2018 with this clown. And I'm like, here we go again. Tree of Logic telling you guys, this man is crazy. Stop following him just because he says the same things you agree with. Just because he put the stupid red hat on in 2018, you think he's on your team. And you're only allowing him to say this crazy things and you're not holding him accountable because he's black. And you think blacks are not that intelligent to sit up here and hold him accountable for saying stupid stuff.
This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line with the agenda, then your career could be over.
Listen,
so
I hear you. You've made that point.
Why do you keep on cutting off my point?
Because the point is, because
why do you keep? Why?
Yeah,
Yo, sir,
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect my point.
I've listened to it. You've made it several times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I understand, but you said it several times.
I'm not finished,
and it is
sir.
an
But
ugly
my people haven't
thought.
heard me. My people, they need to hear. They need to hear me saying out loud what the truth is. There's a bunch of people in Hollywood that are actors, that play basketball, that play sports, that are in music, that know what I'm saying, that feel what I'm saying, and they're happy that I'm saying what I'm saying.
Who? Name them. Name them. Because so far, they're all mad at you for promoting a White Lives Matter t-shirt. And when you say your people, well, who people you talking about? Because right now, the black community don't want to even have anything to do with you, yay. Okay, they don't want to have anything to do with you because of the whole White Lives Matter t-shirt. By the way, that's something that we are actually pushing because all lives matter. All lives matter. You admitted that you only use the White Lives Matter t-shirt to push your clothing line to bring in some controversy. You don't believe that white lives matter. You don't even care about that. So I don't understand this whole thing about you talking about your people. The people you talking about who are glad that you're saying that, you can't even name them because they're basically mad at you because they're basically saying that you are sullying up the name of Black Lives Matter, which is basically commie. And no, black people don't even believe that Black Lives Matter.
It's not from a place of anti-Semitism.
That is
Some of my best
inherently
friends are Jewish,
anti-Semitic.
and I'm also Jewish.
And if they're your friends,
Some of my best.
if they're
Why
your
are you
friends,
talking?
Once again, he's saying I need you guys to understand that he's saying he's Jewish. He's not the Jew that you think he is. He's saying he's a Black Hebrew Israelite. And I suggest you go and do some research about Black Hebrew Israelites. They are not on your side.
Because I'm trying to correct what you're saying that is damaging to decency.
No, but you can't talk over me. You can't talk over me.
Then stop and give me a chance to make the point that you need to listen to.
Don't cut off. I need to make a clear point.
You cut him off.
Make a point that you don't
You've
cut
been
me off.
talking overwhelmingly.
Absolutely, he has.
I'm happy to give you the time, but
no, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, I can't just give you. I can't give you unrestricted license to attack Jewish people and say that they're your friends.
Because this is the thing. This is the first time I have seen Kanye in an interview where somebody pushes back. Normally, so far, every interview from the Drink Champs to Tucker, nobody's pushed back on him. I'm actually surprised that he accepted an interview with Cuomo because Cuomo is doing something that Tucker should have done. I don't expect black people on the Drink Champs to push back on Kanye, but I do expect other people who just like, hey, you need to hold him accountable for the stupid things that come out of his mouth. And there's a lot of stupid things that come out of his mouth. And so here we have, I'm actually pleased with this because here you have some pushback. This should happen more often. Hold him accountable for the stupid things that he says and question him when he goes on a ramble. He's going on a ramble rant.
That's anti-Semitic. And it's dangerous.
Are you going to give me a platform? I
am giving you a platform, but
listen. So you talk and tell me when I can get my idea.
All right, good. Right after I ask you this, I'll give you the rest of the time before you go. Here's my concern for you. When I hear how you talk about your personal life and you put things out there and you get into these looping thoughts of what you believe, it sounds to me like you are sometimes out of control. And
he's crazy.
This is something that you should be dealing with. Now, I'm not excusing your thoughts as illness, okay?
It is illness.
And said,
it is
hey,
illness.
Just because you're concerned about whether Kanye West is taking care of himself emotionally and mentally.
My name's Jay.
Ye, I'm sorry. Ye is taking care of himself mentally and emotionally. You shouldn't say that. He has to be held to account for what he says. Both things can be true. Have you been taking care of your health? And in terms of making sure that you are behaving and thinking at your best.
I love what the way you worded it. What you don't realize is when it runs back, people are going to say, wow, have you been making sure you're behaving? If you run that back,
that's not what I'm
you're
saying.
going to be like, no.
That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to cheapen the point. I'm trying to make sure that you're healthy and you're taking care of your health.
Did you work out this morning?
No.
Did you work out this morning, Kanye?
Okay. The thing is, so when...
What was the purpose of asking that question? What was the purpose of asking that question? Did you work out this morning? Cuomo getting all disappointed. No. And I would have been like, did you work? No, I didn't work out this morning. By the way, I did work out this morning. And that's when I came home and went to bed and I woke up and I took a nap and I woke up. But here's the thing. I would have been like, did you work out this morning, Ye? So what was the purpose of this question?
But I took my medicine. But I took my antidepressant medication.
What? Hold on. Chris Cuomo is on antidepressant medication? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chris Cuomo is on antidepressant meds? Oh, I gotta rewind that. I gotta make sure I heard what I heard.
No.
Okay. The thing is, okay, so when do I have a...
But I took my medicine.
But
I took my antidepressant medication.
Whoa! I did not know that. Did you guys know that? If you knew that, please let me know in the comments below this video. Holy smokes! That was the what? Okay, all right.
That I take every day.
Every
Bro, you're cutting me
day.
off. When do I get a platform?
It's all you. Go.
Okay. I don't have to say how much money's in my account. I don't have to say who I voted on. I don't have to say why I changed my name. Life for a black person in America is like a constant test.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, I'm struggling. I'm suffering. I'm oppressed.
Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right, and this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around me.
Yes, you have the right.
Okay, so...
Wait a minute, Ye. Hold on. You ran for president. So you ran for president and you voted for Trump?
All of my fellow entertainers that know what I'm saying, I'm not speaking what is called hate speech. I'm saying something that happened out loud to me.
I want y'all to understand, Kanye ran for president, okay? So what? And he told everybody to write his name on the ballot. All right? So you did all that just to vote for Trump in the end. Why did you bother running for president in 2020, you idiot? Why would you sit up here and try to take votes away from Trump? God, man, I swear.
And what I'm saying is, when I said DEFCON 3, what I was saying is, I'm going to talk about all these things that I saw that just so happened to be by Jewish executives or Jewish friends of mine, where I saw people pulling my coattail, telling me behave, instantly running the narrative.
But your wife didn't try to tell you what to do and tell you how to behave? Your wife, your ex-wife didn't try to tell you what to do, tell you how to behave. Your ex-wife mother didn't try to do that. What about Diddy? What about Jay-Z? What about all the other black executives that have been in your ear? Why are to me, this is why I want those of you who say, why is it that people always go after, don't go after anybody but the Jews? And I said the Jews are just easy target. They just are. But you don't hold nobody accountable black. Jay-Z would never do that. Jay-Z would no black person, LeBron James, he would not even call out LeBron James for wasting his time and destroying the interview that he did with him. He would not call out anybody black. But it's easy to go after Jews because they're just an easy scapegoat. It's just so easy to go after the low-hanging fruit. But you purposely, intentionally decided to deal with Jewish people. So that doesn't make you a victim. It just doesn't make you a victim. And to me, it makes you a POS, in my opinion. And it does make you anti-Semitic, because you can't sit up here and say, oh yeah, I'm going to see if I can learn everything when I'm Jews. And apparently you didn't get everything you didn't get anything you want. And now you want to vilify them by making yourself a victim. No, not today. It doesn't work that way.
That you need to take your meds. Even this was not supposed to be this conversation. I don't get a clean platform to tell my truth without being called out my name, being called.
You got that on Tucker. Fool. You got that on Tucker Carlson.
Subtly called crazy.
You didn't get called crazy on nobody else's. Nobody called you crazy on this platform, and nobody called you crazy on any of the platforms that you did your interview on. But keep doing it, though. Keep doing it.
Saying I'm out of control. Part of this thing is you got people on my ex-wife's side and this person, Tracy Romulus, every day.
She's not Jewish.
Running a narrative. This person's not even around me because I'm not saying what the media wants me to say. We're fighting.
You're definitely saying what the media wants you to say because it drives headlines and clickbait because of how outrageous it is. What I'm saying is, I just hope that you're taking care of yourself for your kids and the people you care about, because what you're saying is not right
that's
and not
unfair
decent.
For you to make the conversation to say, okay, did I say something? It's unfair to make it be about, oh, are you taking care of yourself? The reason why I repeated it a bunch of times saying, for all of my friends that are in the entertainment industry, that are black actors, black athletes, and
they so oppressed by the Jewish massa, even though they purposely signed contracts with the Jewish so-called massa, right? You about to make them into victims again, right? The guys, oh my God, I don't understand how this is acceptable. If you are white and you call yourself a conservative and you think this behavior is acceptable, you're nothing but a daggone liberal in a red hat, or you're just a rhino. As far as I'm concerned, you're fake. You're fake. Because I would never, as a black woman, I think this is atrocious. I think this is stupid. And I'm very insulted. I'm very insulted that people that are not black, because other blacks on the right do not accept Kanye's position. They don't even accept him. We are not on his team. And you guys like, well, Kanye got the massive platform and he was like, and this bigotry of low expectation. I'm so riled up right now. I'm starting to mumble my words. I'm gonna call this the Kanye syndrome. Okay, I'm starting to go mentally unhinged and crazy. I'm about to go yay.
Black musicians. One of the things that's interesting about the moment at the Fife funeral is there's so many black musicians signed to Jewish record labels.
Who make them sign to Jewish record labels? Hold on. There are black record labels. There's lots of black record labels. There's lots of white record labels. Why is it that you all go to the Jewish record labels? Is it because they're the best? Is it because you get more money out of it? Why? Nobody's forcing you to do business with Jews. So when you decide that you want to go to the best, who happen to be Jewish people, I actually question that. I question that in the rap industry. I don't think the best are Jewish executives. I'm going to need some receipts for that. I think there are some great black executives, as well as because when I think about L.A. Reid and Babyface, they're not Jewish, they're black. So I'm thinking like, and I'm sure they're not the only ones. So when you clowns pursue Jewish executives, that's your decision. You need to be accountable for that. So therefore, if they do screw you over, which I doubt very heavily, I seriously doubt that, you're a billionaire now because of Jews. You're a billionaire because of your relationship with Jews. You're a billionaire because of your relationship with the people who have actually overseen your finances, overseen your investment, overseen your legal I guess to make sure you're legally compliant. These are all people you hired that were Jewish. So now you want to play the victim because you volunteered to sign with Jewish people? Nobody forced you to do that, idiot.
And those Jewish record labels take ownership not only of the publishing, like how MC Search
is signed the contract for that,
but also ownership of the culture itself. It's like, oh, that's mine.
How do Jews own the black culture? Nah, that's a straight up lie. That right there is a lie.
This guy signed to me. It's like a modern day slavery.
No, it's not a modern day slavery when you voluntarily sign your life away or sign to be in a contract with someone, you idiot. That's how contracts work. Nobody put a gun to your head to say, oh, you better sign right here to be in this partner deal, this business relationship with somebody who has Jewish ancestry or is just Jewish, period. Nobody makes you sign a contract with them.
And I'm calling it out. That's what DEFCON 3 meant. I'm going to call it.
And I'm calling you out.
It didn't mean I wish any harm on my fellow
you say you're going DEFCON 3 on them. Look, I'm out of time on this. I wanted to give you a platform to explain it.
Wait a second. I just said what I meant. Did you want me to say what I meant?
I hear you. You said what you meant. I'm just telling you how I take it and how I think other people are taking it. And now I think
he really didn't say nothing but a bunch of mushmouth stupidity. That's what he just said.
How you took it. What do you mean take it? I just came and said and explained this is what I meant by it. I'm calling out all these contracts.
I know, but just because you're calling it out doesn't mean it's true. It's just what your opinion is. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about true things. If anyone else was in a position other than me to be able to call it out and would sacrifice themselves and take the risk, other people would say it. I'm not the first person that said it.
Or they just don't believe it.
Why are you dismissing?
I'm not dismissing the point. I'm dismissing the suggestion that Jewish record producers are inherently bad and do bad things when, as you said, in your own family lineage would suggest, Jews have been fighting shoulder to shoulder with black Americans as part of the freedom battle since its inception. They've given their lives. They've given their money. They've given their political...
Actually, that's true. There have been some Jews who have have been killed with blacks in Alabama and Georgia to fight for their rights, their civil rights. So that's actually true. I don't think you're telling something that Kanye don't know, and his Black Panther stupid father hasn't taught him, okay? His parents haven't taught him any of that. They just taught him the black narrative. They're not going to teach them how white people and how whites stopped slavery. He's not going to talk about that. He's not going to give white people any credit, and he damn sure ain't going to give Jews any credit either.
Political capital to help that cause, and you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents. So the idea...
No, he did not hear it from his parents, Cuomo. They keep telling him their revised version of history. You know what I'm saying? To make black people the victim all the time, every day. That's what this clown wants to sit up here and play a victim as a billionaire. He's a billionaire. And, I was forced to sign this contract with my Jewish lawyer and my Jewish CPA and my Jewish executive and my Jewish manager. And they basically bring the black man down. This is clown foolery. Oh my God. Okay, let me rewind this.
Capital to help that cause, and you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents. So the idea that somehow they're out to get black people is just demonstrably false. But I got to go at that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Final point. What I said that you just want to make sure that I'm okay. It's about my health. It's not about my
I do believe that your health should be a concern for you and that you take care of it.
Thank you. It's about my health. It's not about my truth.
It's not all about your health. I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous amount of time on the #1 show.
Did Chris Cuomo enslave you? Wait a minute. Did Chris Cuomo enslave you there, Kanye? Excuse me, Ye. Did Chris Cuomo put his boot on the back of your neck? Did the white man bring you down? Did the white man oppress the billionaire? Oh my God, you're not free. You're not free to go on and on and on and on and on and on about a bunch of nothing and then looping and then putting a bunch of stupid stuff that nobody understand what you're talking about. And so now what, you oppressed? Did Chris oppress you? Did he? Is he about to say he's oppressed in this interview? This is great.
But I got to go with that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
You make the final point. What I said that you just want to make sure that I'm okay. It's about my health. It's not about
I do believe that your health should be a concern for you and that you take care of it.
It's about my health. It's not about my truth.
It's not all about your health. I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous amount of time on the #1 show at NewsNation. You should feel free.
Thank you for telling me how I should feel.
Okay. He got you there, Cuomo.
You just asked me. Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
Okay, hold on. See, you shouldn't tell him. That was actually good. Finally, dumb, mentally ill Kanye West got a slam dunk on Chris Fredo Cuomo.
My health is not about my truth.
It's not all
that
about
was
your
pretty
health.
good.
I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous
Free to
amount of
express
time
myself.
on the #1 show at NewsNation. You should feel free.
Thank you for telling me how I should feel.
Just asking.
Thank you for telling me.
Good luck to you. I'll be watching. I'll be right back.
That was awesome! You should have said, do you think I felt free? You should have said, I don't know how you feel. You're all over the place. I can't even try to get into your head, and I don't want to. It looks like a scary place, so I can't tell you how you felt. But if you felt like you wasn't free, I'm just letting you know that wasn't my intention. That's what you should have said, you dummy. But you sit up here and just, now, yeah, because Chris Cuomo told me I should have felt free. You idiot, dude. Why did you bite that bait? You should have told him you don't know how he feels. Or even, don't even ask him, because then he'll go on a daggone 20-minute filibuster on how he's been forced to feel this way because of them Jews. Oh, wow. So this is a long response video. But I'm sorry, it was good. I regret nothing. Okay, so let me know what you think about this by leaving a comment below this video. Don't forget to leave a like. And my closing words are like this. It's this. You cannot play victim if you are going to rub shoulders with the very people that you claim to oppress you. That goes for Jews and that goes for white people. Black people want to sit up here and say that they are oppressed by white people. Excuse me, let's say that, yeah. Black people want to sit up here and claim that they're enslaved or oppressed by white people, but all they want to do is engage and go to white schools. They want to be hired by white companies. They want white managers. They want white this. So you sit up here and you actually pursue white people, but that you say that are oppressing you. So in other words, you are a masochist. All right, because you are, and I don't believe this is the case, but according to your stupid logic, you are pursuing the sadomasochist person to abuse you. You are looking for your master to enslave you. If you really believe that white people are oppressing you, you will stay away from them. The same thing with whites and blacks who think that Jews are oppressing them. If you go to anyone, even America First have Jewish people that they deal business with. They are also pushing Jewish people to run for office, Laura Loomer. So they sit up here and talk so bad about Jewish people, but yet still all they do is get financed by Jews, they get in relationship by Jews, they get managed by Jews, Milo Yiannopoulos, and they also support Jewish Zionists like myself. They support Jewish politicians like Laura Loomer. So my thing is, if Jewish people were all that bad, why do you deal with them? The same thing with black people, especially with Kanye West. Kanye West manager is Jewish. Kanye West accountant, Jewish. Kanye West lawyer, Jewish. Everybody he's dealing with that deals with his entire empire are Jews. So you can't sit up here and willingly pursue contracts with Jews and then say, they oppressing me. Stop playing the victim, you idiots. This is why I love Jews, dude. I love them. Because my thing is that you guys going after the best. And then when you can't usurp the best, when you can't overrule the best, when you can't conquer the best, then you want to claim, oh, man, they basically got the cabal after me. Shut up. Stop being a victim and take accountability for your inferiority. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, taters.